Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some finished object as well as I don't really have any works in progress on that, so most of what I'm going to tell you today is my finished object, and hopefully that's going to be a little bit briefer than the previous episode I have. And I have my notes here so I don't forget any of the detail that I'm going to share with you. And so let's start. So the first finished object is what I'm wearing, and this is the Wrapover Cardigan by Jennie Atkinson. So I found this pattern actually on Pinterest, and so I searched so it gave me a link to Ravelry, and this is a paid for pattern. This is called the Wrapover Cardigan. I've already mentioned that. And yeah, so it's a very nice cardigan. I have been wanting to knit a wrap cardigan for a while, and I think so I found this and I really like it. It is cropped. Let me show you. So this is it's just over my waist a little. I have a very short torso, and the sleeves are super long. It did say that in the pattern that this the sleeve have been designed intentionally to be like super long. So so it is super long, and so that's how it is. I really love it. I love the color that I've chosen for this one. It's very practical. I can definitely use this to the office or such, and I really love the pattern, the design, the fitting and everything. And I should show you. So that's how it is. It is wrapping. There is a little hole here where you can put the strap over. So pull through that, and then you can just wrap it around twice and then just tie it here. I mean, I'm not sure if that is actually the correct way of wearing this, but that's how I wear mine, and I really love it. So this pattern is knit piece by piece. That's all I'm going to say, because this is a paid for pattern. So this is knit piece by piece, but there's also, like, if you can see, raglan shaping here, and also at the back you can see the raglan shaping. And I really love this pattern. It is so pretty. It is a very pretty design, and the yarn that I use for this is the Drops Nord. So this is the yarn I used, and this is in the color number 4. So the fiber content for this is 45% alpaca, 30% polyamide, and 25% wool. And this is like a fingering weight. It's a very thin yarn. It's like a fingering weight. So I didn't use the exact needle size suggested because I don't have that size, which is a size 3mm needle. I don't have 3mm, so I used a 3.25mm for the ribbing, and then 3.5mm for the body and the sleeve. And I don't really like sewing pieces together, but then I think it's okay. It's not that bad. It's not too bad. Although my sewing is not exactly perfect, I'm not very good at seaming them together. So I'm not sure if you can see the line here. You can see where I seam them up together, but I think it's okay. It's not too obvious unless you actually look at everything while I'm wearing, which is weird. And yeah, so that's my first finished object, and I'm so glad that I finished this so in time for going to work. I have already blocked this. I didn't really block it. I just washed it and lay flat to dry, and yeah, I think it fit very nicely. And okay, so that's the first finished object. The second finished object is something that was on the needle for a few episodes and I have finally finished it. Not like 100%, probably 98%. The 2% is basically just weaving in the ends. I have finished it finally and I am so happy. Oh, by the way, for this particular cardigan, I use about 6.5 skein of this. So this is the half of the other half of the 7th skein. I bought 8 altogether, so now I have 1.5 left, and I am not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe hats, I suppose. Alright, so second finished object is the see, whew, so happy. So this is the Honeycomb Aran sweater that was on the needle for like, I don't know, a month or two probably. Yeah, and I have finished it. I am so happy. I have finished all this. I have seamed them out all up together. Yeah, so all that's left is all this weaving in of the ends. There's quite a bit of ends because this is also knitted in pieces and you seam them up. I have no idea why most of my recent projects are that way, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, let me show you, stand up and show you. I'll move this to the back a little. So look, yay, it's finally done. So happy. I've tried it on and it is so nice. The fitting is so nice, and yeah, it's definitely for colder weather because this is Aran weight or worsted weight yarn, so it's pretty thick, and then you have all this cable which is making the sweater a little bit chunkier than it should, but it is so nice. I love all the cable texture. I have fun doing this, although it did take me some time, but overall I had fun. It's a very nice piece. So yeah, so that's the second finished object, and this one is the pattern is by you can find it's free in Yarnspiration, and it is by the designer called Gayle Bunn. Yeah, Gayle Bunn. I'll put it on the screen, and it's a free pattern. Just go to Yarnspiration and you can search for the Honeycomb Aran sweater, something like that, and it'll pop up. And I made the size, let me see, medium. Yeah, it's the second size. This is the medium size. Yeah, so happy. And it is very interesting. It is a very interesting cable stitch that I have never done before. So this is my first fully cabled sweater, and I am so happy with the results. So happy. Okay, so the yarn I use for this is a yarn that I have never seen anywhere or on the website. I just bought it off a friend, and this is the yarn. Duru export. No idea where this is from. And this is the website. There's no other information on this except the washing instruction. There's not even like fiber content or anything, but I suspect this is an acrylic yarn, maybe acrylic blend yarn. I'm not very sure, but this is all I have left. I really don't have enough yarn. I actually finished the first sleeve. After I finished the back and front panel, I finished one of the sleeve, and then I try finishing the other sleeve, but I kind of like, I noticed that I don't have enough yarn because I only have 5 skein. Cable yarn really takes up a lot of cable stitch, take up a lot of yarn. And so what I did was, because one of the sleeve, it was very long, it was also like as long as this. It's like you cannot even see my finger here, just barely. But it's the same case with this one. So what I decided to do is I frogged the first sleeve that I have finished to make it a little bit shorter, because I don't want it to be over too long. So I used the extra yarn to finish up the second sleeve, and this is what I have left. I am glad I did that, because if not, I wouldn't have enough yarn for the collar, because the collar is the last step, and I am able to actually, yeah, I'm even able to finish the collar. So I am glad I made that choices. So yeah, super glad that I am using up the yarn I have. This is also the yarn I got from Wool Warehouse. Yeah, and so I'm glad I finished about 6.5 skein. So yes, so yay. Let me know what you think of the color. Not sure, do you want me to try this on? I can do that. Wait, okay, give me a second. And I'm back, guys. Here is the cabled sweater, and I am so happy with how it turned out. Let me stand up and show you. So this is the M size. It's okay. I usually like it like that. So the fitting, and I have not blocked this. I'm just showing you. But I think once it's blocked, it's already very soft, the yarn. So once I block this, it is going to be even softer. And that's the sleeve. The cable on the sleeve only have the diamond and the braided sleeve, and then the body have this really cool cable stitch here in the middle. So this is the same front and back, and yeah, I'm glad I made the decision to frog the sleeve and make it shorter so that it's not overly long. And I actually like this length, it's really nice. And yeah, all done, guys. Yay. Okay, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm really glad I pushed through and finished it, because I really have some other things that I need to start. I didn't work on any of my whip from the previous video. Just to recap, the whip that I have from previously was fingerless glove that my mother have requested, which is this one. I have made one side of it. I have not finished the second one. It's a very simple fingerless glove. and I believe the name of this is a free pattern I found in Ravelry, and it's called the Cameron Mitts, I believe. Yeah, so I'm just using like some scrap yarn that I have left, because usually fingerless glove doesn't take a lot of yarn. If you have a lot of scrap yarn lying around, you can use that. And this is just acrylic yarn, but it's in the fingering weight acrylic, or was it sport weight, something like that. So yeah, and then the other whip that I am still working on, well, I haven't worked on it, but I'm going to continue after this, which is little girl's cardigan. No pattern for this, and it's crocheted. It's a crochet cardigan, and here it is. It's for a 6-year-old girl, but yeah, so it's for her. And the yarn I'm using is the ice yarn. This is the ice yarn, and it's the Cake Baby Fine. This is a number 2 weight yarn, and it's 100% premium acrylic. So there you go. I haven't touched on this since I last shown you. And then the other whip that I have is the no frill sweater, yeah, and that's by Petite Knit. The designer is Petite Knit, and I'm not sure if, yeah, so I haven't actually knit on this, and yeah. Oh, isn't this pretty? I love the yarn. The color is so pretty. And the yarn I'm using is, this is Mary Maxim, what is this called? I don't have the label. Okay, I don't remember. Oh, here it is. So this yarn is the Mary Maxim Super Soft, and this is the colorway Sunrise, and this is it's 72% acrylic, 28% polyester. Yeah, it's a 4-weight yarn, but the pattern called for lighter weight yarn, but I just decided to use this one because, like I said, I really wanted to use up the yarn that I have in my stash. And yes, I need to really work on all my whips, because I have some other project that I need to cast on soon. It's commissioned kind of project, a baby costume that I have. It's commissioned, and then a baby hat, and I really wanted to do a market bag, knit a market bag. I saw one of my friends using this market bag, really cute, and I also want to cast it on. I have a picture here, because it's a free pattern. Let me see what's the name. It's the Eileen bag. Yeah, let me show you how it looked like. It looked like this. So this is the bag that I wanted to cast on soon. I already have the yarn out. I am going to use cotton yarn from Knit Pick for that bag, and this is the Dishy yarn in the colorway Jalapeno. It's 100% cotton, and it's worsted weight. So I am so excited to start, but like I said, I really need to finish my other whip before I start the bag. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. I hope yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I do hope it inspires you in some way, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, and thank you.